here for another exciting encounter between the Scottish Stars and the Podar Phantoms. We have Scottish Stars batting, and Raviraj Shetty is started to bowl with some good pace. Bowled a couple of deliveries now to Preet, who's opened the batting for the Scottish Stars. He is accompanied by Himanshu. This is after they lost the toss and were put into bat by the Podar Phantoms. Another exciting encounter. Oh, that swung away, flicked nicely onto the leg side, open spaces, but won't make it to the boundary. It's an easy single as Himanshu and the Scottish Stars get off the mark of the fourth delivery of the first over. Nicely played, and that's flown off the edge of the bat for the first boundary and gets off the mark in style. Himanshu was lucky on that occasion. Ball was swinging away from the bat, went for the drive, got the outside edge, flew through the backward point corridor for a boundary. And Scottish Stars on their way. Anything above 160 is a competitive score here, provided the bowling complements the batting efforts. We've seen some great matches over here. This is the last delivery, flicked away. What a beautiful shot that is. One bounce and into the fence for four. And Manshu looking in some sublime touch there. Two boundaries in two balls. It's waiting up for it. Raviraj bowling this one on the pads. Nicely flicked from middle stump. You can see that. Beautiful shot. One bounce and four runs. I started over in the first four deliveries ended with two boundaries for the Scottish Stars. And here we have the next bowler bowling around the wicket. Jfsc bowling around the wicket. Swings in and sent back as there's a fielder there. And that shot fine. Nice bit of fielding there. He has this swing coming into the left-hander, not making him find enough room to score freely. This is Preet on to his second delivery. Oh, that's nicely played. Straight to the fielder there. And they're looking for two. Oh, that was a close call, but good running between the wickets by Himanshu there. Excellent running between the wickets. These are these extra runs that definitely make a huge difference when you're trying to set up a total. Scottish Stars well on their way and looking to make runs aggressively. It's nicely bowled. Length delivery coming into the batsman, hitting it high on the bat, straight to the bowler, dot ball. Another one nicely bowled on the pads. Quick running between the wickets, still steal a leg by there. Hit by call by the umpire gets Himanshu on strike. So, found the middle of his bat a couple of times in the previous over. Looks like a man in good touch here for the Scottish Stars. The score moves on to 13. Jay coming over the wicket for Himanshu. This one's flicked away beautifully. That's gone for four. Between the mid wicket and long on player. What a gap he's found there. It's an excellent shot. You see the replay. Nice shot. Bowled at his pads and an open gap found brilliantly by the batsman in form. Third boundary for Himanshu. Back to back three boundaries for him actually. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Passes the outside edge of the bat. Will be a dot ball to end the over. Scottish Stars 18 for no loss after two. Continuing third over, Raviraj Shetty. This time swings away from the leg side. It's going to be called a wide by the umpire. Extra added to the tally for the Scottish Stars. This one's bull shot goes past the outside edge. Dot ball. That's a nice line. Getting some purchase off the wicket. Raviraj. Third delivery of the over. Second one, in fact. That's another one that's nicely bowled. That's the line he'd like to maintain. Length delivery just outside off stump, getting a hint of in swing into the left hander. Not very easy to play that. There's a third man standing in, quite fine. There's a backward point. There's one at the extra cover boundary, and that cover. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Dot ball again. He's charging in and bowling in with some good pace. Raviraj Shetty. Excellent work here. It's just what they need. Smack for three boundaries of the bat of the non-striker standing at the other end. Oh, that's nicely bowled and played late for a single down to short fine leg. Gets Himanshu back on strike. This is a good contest. Raviraj Shetty pulling in with a lot of steam along with Himanshu, who's finding the sweet spot of his bat. Ball number 4 coming up. Short and will be a dot ball. It's a play and a miss. With the last ball of the third over. And that's gone for 4 runs. Late cut played by Himanshu. Just going past. Shot the man there. Not very easy to pick those up as it edges past fielder. It's 24 for no loss after 3 overs. Himanshu is raced to 18 runs, 10 deliveries with 4 boundaries. Quite a commendable act that. This will be Jfsc will continue bowling round the wicket for the left-handed Preet. He's taking his time in the middle there. 2 runs of 8 deliveries. His partner at the other end is scoring at a brisk rate. Oh, it's a play and a miss. Slight change in pace there. It's a good length delivery. Played it a little early. Dot ball to start the over. Oh, that stayed low. He was lucky there. Tried to drive that, and that stayed really low. Good take by the keeper in the end. Be an easy single. It's rotating the strike. That last delivery was hidden square of the wicket, straight to the fielder there. Deep point. It's Preet on strike again. Jfsc pulling round the wicket again, making some final adjustments in the field. Gets the fielder in from deep point for the left-hander. So packed offside field inside the circle. Fielder at long off and long on. This one was bowled short straight at the body of the batsman. Defends that and ends the fourth over. 26 for no loss. Shot cut away beautifully. Is that in the gap? Yes, it is. It's played fine on the fielder there on the boundary. And that's 4 runs for Himanshu again. Oh, that was nicely played. Played that very late. Short delivery. Far away from the fielder. Another boundary. Fifth boundary now for Himanshu. Wasn't a bad delivery at all by Ravi Raj, but well improvised. Played that very, very late into the gap. Passing shot third, and now they've got a fielder inside the circle on the offside. Shot and onto the body. There's no fielder there, so that's going to be leg byes. No, no leg by signal by the umpire. Maybe it hit the bottom edge of the bat onto his body. Fielder going out to deep cover. for the left-handed Preet. Inside edge onto the stumps, and he's bowled him. First wicket falls for the Scottish Stars. The Poddar Phantoms have tasted first blood here inside the power play. And really unfortunate for Preet there. He's looking to drive and gets the inside edge. Leg stump knocked out of the ground. You can see that straight. There's a huge gap between bat and pad, and the first wicket falls for the Scottish Stars. They have to depart now. Finally, they've got the first wicket in the power play. They kept the trust in Raviraj Shetty, and he has delivered. First wicket for him in his third over. He's notching up some good pace. Got the initial outswingers in the first couple of overs. Straight to the bowler. Manthan is the new batsman in number 25 with the yellow hat. Raviraj into his third over. He's got dot ball. He's bowled full and straight. Straight to him. It's cut away. Sent back by the batsman. Straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Final delivery of the over from Raviraj. Short and tried to pull that. Beaten by pace and bounce. 31 for 1 after 5 overs. The Scottish Stars. Suddenly, the game that was an excellent comeback in that fifth over by Raviraj. Nicely bowled, beautifully driven. Doesn't have the timing. They're looking for two. They managed to. Good running between the wickets. That's going to be overthrows. And that's 4 runs. Oh my, oh my. What have they done? There wasn't sufficient backup there. Nicely driven. And the throw slightly wide away from the keeper. And there's nobody backing there as it goes for 4. 6 runs added to the tally. It's an easy single. Everyone in the circle is on the edge. So played that with soft hands. Himanshu. That's hit beautifully into the gap. Stand and deliver. Half volley. And Manthan gets into the act with his first boundary. It was really a juicy one to score off. And he did just that. 42 for 1 now, the score. As you have the last three deliveries of Jfsc over. Been an expensive one with 6 runs going thanks to that overthrow and a boundary now to add insult to injury. So he'll be looking to getting back at the batsman, making this a good last over for the power play. Here's Jay again. Steps out and whacks it straight over the bowler's head for four. That's some confidence by Manthan. Steps out straight away. Look at that. And picks it up on the full. Goes through with the shot. Finds the middle of the bat. Good timing. Couple of bounces into the rope for another boundary. This is turning out to be an excellent over for the Scottish Stars. Now, again, change of field now. Long off goes. We have a long off now. Oh, tries play and a miss there. And slightly wideish. The umpire says it's a good delivery. Batsman gesturing. Was that a wide, sir? Not at all, says the umpire. Dot ball, and this will be the last over of the power play. This is nicely bowled again, standing slightly out of the crease, and a dot ball to end the over. Not been the sunniest of afternoons here at the Jfsc Dad's Premier League 2025. As the field spreads out, there is a deep point. Third man still inside the circle. Don't see many on the leg side. There's a long on and a deep mid wicket. There is going to be change in bowling as Viren Shah is the first change now. Be bowling to Himanshu. He's batting brilliantly on 31 of 16 deliveries, 5 boundaries in that. Keeper standing up. Just leaves that alone. That's played upish, and that's gone all the way for six. What a shot that is! Over cover. Not the easiest of shots to play, but it was a certain half volley, and he's gone through it, had the width, he slashed at it, found the middle of the bat, into the practice nets there. First six of the game for the Scottish Stars comes from the bat of Himanshu. Boy, he's showing some aggressive colors here. As the lights come on this wonderful venue, that one's short and it's straight to the fielder. Just got like a bottom edge on it. Was lucky it went to the fielder, standing inside the circle there. Very fine third man there. Okay, straight to the bowler. Steal a single? No, sent back by the non-striker. Slight confusion there. Dot ball for Viren. That's edged, and that flies through the slip cord in for another boundary. It's wideish. He slashes at it, and it's too fine for short third man there. As it goes to the fence for another boundary. Manthan batting on 12 now, and all his runs have come off boundaries. This is some excellent start. This partnership looks to be very aggressive. Himanshu is already batting on 38 with a strike rate of 200. Here's the last delivery. This is hit straight down the ground. There's long off there. Throw the ball back. It's going to be a single. It was hit hard, straight to the fielder. 7 overs gone, 58 for one now. The Scottish Stars have had a dream start. .34 the current run rate for the Stars. Both our Phantoms, remember, have won the toss. They chose to field, and Scottish Stars are on something here for setting up a huge total in the first innings. This is Manthan again. He's removed his yellow hat. Change in the bowling again. Jfsc will be replaced by Abhishek Singh. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Slightly flighted. Foolish delivery. Played it back to the bowler. There's a deep mid wicket. Long gone. Plays it on the back foot into the gap. Single and gets Himanshu on strike. Flighted. Tries to flick that. Very close to the leg stump but given wide by the umpire. I have to bowl that again. Play and a miss, and he's bowled him. Big wicket for the Podar Phantoms. Abhishek Singh strikes, gets the danger man Himanshu out. Tried to go for the big hit, missing it completely, and gets the stumps off the ground again. Second wicket falls for the Scottish Stars. The man in form, Himanshu, has to walk back to the pavilion. Every time you think the Scottish Stars are onto something and batting aggressively, Odar Phantoms have come back with a wicket. Two wickets have fallen down after successful batting overs by the Scottish Stars. So it's a nice match up between these two teams. Let's hope for a nice and close finish for players and everyone watching. Humed is number 4 for the Scottish Stars, right-handed batsman, taking his guard to Abhishek Singh, successful in his first over. Watchfully played straight to the bowler, dot ball. Shot and cut away. Some effort by the fielder. It's going to be just a single. Slight misfield, but there was backup. Gets Manthan on strike. Shot, pulled away, pulled away. There's a fielder there. He can't do anything. We'll just watch the ball sail over the boundary for a six. Excellent shot by Manthan. 67 for 2 after 8. There's that 6 for you. Slightly short. He's given himself room and hiked that over long on for a 6. Seeding his 6 of the last delivery there, Abhishek Singh. As Viren Shah comes to bowl to Humed. Short and full and straight, rather. Full straight to the bowler. Dot ball to start the over. Another dot ball, nicely bowled, bowling to his field. That one shot on his body. Defends that on this occasion with three dot balls. Good start to the over by Viren Shah. He's conceded 12 in his first, and seems to be a good comeback by him. Viren to Humed. Takes a single there and gets Manthan on strike. He's into his 20s. Shot pulled away again. It's not in the gap though. There's a fielder there. Easy pickings, just a single. Got a lot of cover there on the leg side. It's an excellent shot that's gone for four. Umaid gets his first boundary. Have to see whether it's gone for the umpire's call. It's a four given by the umpire. Excellent shot to end the over. 73 for 2 after 9. The Scottish Stars. Current run rate dropping slightly after that wicket of Himanshu, but they've still got a healthy 8.11 at the moment. Manthan looking very promising on 21. Three boundaries and a 6. 18 runs of his 21 have come in boundaries. So the Scottish Stars will really be hoping he continues this form at least till the 14th or 15th over, setting up a nice platform for them to really launch it with their middle and lower middle order. Bowler number 5 will come to bowl now for the Podar Phantoms. Paresh will be the new bowler. Left arm around the wicket. Tries to cut that. Slightly wide-ish delivery. Misses out on that occasion. Dot ball to start the over. Flighted and inside edge almost went onto the stumps. Was very lucky there. Another dot ball. Manthan really looking to go at that. Nice flighted delivery by Paresh Shah. Another one flighted, and this is a half volley which is smacked straight down the ground for a boundary by Manthan. He's powered that straight over the bowler's head. for four. Shot that is. Looking in some good touch, Manthan. Harish will have to alter his length a bit. Now that's a better line. Shot and cut away straight to the fielder inside the circle for a single. Gets Umaid on strike again. That's cut away. And there's a fielder there. Are they looking for two? Yes, they do. One for the throw. And good running between the wickets, anticipating that the ball has gone to the far end of the ground there at deep cover and taking 2 runs comfortably. Last delivery of the over. That's it's a misfield there. Would have been easy pickings by the bowler, but a single to end the over. It's 81 for 2 now after 10 overs as the players take drinks. Back after the break, have Abhishek Singh changing sides now, bowling from the pavilion end. Was successful in his first over. Took a wicket and conceded 9 runs. This will be Umaid on strike, batting on 9 runs, and his partner Manthan at the other end, looking good at 26 from 18. 81's the score in 10 overs. They look pretty much comfortable to reach 160 at this stage. Flighted, nicely played through to the mid wicket boundary. It'll be a comfortable single as goes off strike of the first delivery from the after the power play, innings break rather. Flighted, play and a miss, and the umpire's given him some excellent glove work there. What a wicket that is! Soft dismissal. Really was looking to hoik that straight down the ground as he's done that on many occasions in this match. This time misses it. Some fantastic glove work has ensured that the Podar Phantoms waste no time in striking back after the drinks break. Good stumping there by the Shant. Abhishek bags his second wicket. The new batsman to walk in is Prateek. Eight runs, 8 runs coming off that last over. Abhishek along with the wicket. That's top edge and missed by everybody. Almost a chance. Could have been the keepers, but couldn't spot that. Shot third, running in, falls very short of him. Paresh will be bowling is around the wicket. Easy pickings. Flicked away this time, straight to the fielder. It's going to be a single. Tidy start to this over. Foolish flung straight to mid wicket. Where's that going? One bounce to the fielder. They look looking for two. Good running between the wickets. Missed by the bowler there. Almost a run out chance. 2 runs it is. Fourth delivery. Paresh to Ahmed. This one's hit straight. Where's that gone? That's gone all the way for six. It's a big, big six. It was in the slot. Nice tossed up delivery. It's like hitting practice. He waited on it and muscled that straight over the bowler's head for a big, big six. Well, that really went far. Even the cameras couldn't catch it. Fetched the ball from the open grounds behind. And Umaid making his intentions very clear. You give me these juicy half volleys, I'm going to send them out of the ground. The 100 comes up in the 12th over for the Scottish Stars. It's been a good over so far, 11 runs from it. That's watchfully played and nicely bowled. A dot ball to end the over by Paresh. And the Scottish Stars are now 100 for 3 in 12 overs. Play and a miss. Abhishek starting his third over. Bowling to Prateek. Another one tossed up. Beats the outside edge. And the dot ball, they won't mind that. Slightly wideish, picked it up outside the off stump into the gap, but there's a fielder there. Cannot stop batters from taking 2 runs. It's nicely picked. It was bowled outside the off stump. He picked his gap there, right in the middle of those 2 fielders. Long gone and deep mid wicket. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. No chance for anybody to stop that. Again, a wideish delivery by Abhishek and beautiful uppishly played cover drive and timed brilliantly. Look at that, posing for a good technical shot there. Pratik gets a boundary now and into the runs again. Double digits for him. Full toss delivery. That's flung straight. Where's that going? That's gone for 6. Oh, it's turning out to be a nightmarish over here for Abhishek. It's a full toss ball, and long on has no chance whatsoever. It's not bowling to his field. Abhishek Singh, really a very costly over here, 12 runs. Another play and a miss. That's gone straight between the keeper's legs for a boundary. Had the inside edge there. Was no chance whatsoever. Lucky boundary for the Scottish Stars and Pratik. And yeah, a very costly over comes to an end. 16 runs from that. 116 after 13 overs. The current run rate is now 8.92. So they've slowly crawling their way back into the high hitting zone and scoring off heavily of bad deliveries. Partnership moves on to 34 of 16 deliveries as Med takes strike. That's a brilliant shot. That's a shot. That's gone all the way, probably. No, that's gone for 4. It's called by the umpire. Oh, that was nice half volley. And he hit an inside out shot there. It was a catch almost on the boundary there. Fielder was way inside. And unfortunate for the Phantoms, they've conceded another boundary. Sumedh continues in his merry ways. Both the batsmen in the middle have scored a couple of boundaries and a 6 to their name, both in their 20s, and partnership with a strike rate of more than 200. So it's a nice build up for the Scottish Stars. Short cut away. There's no fielder there. There's no fielder there. It's good effort by the fielder running in from deep cover to save that boundary. Still concede a couple of runs. Pradesh would want to keep his line a little straighter on a round off stump. But tapped down the ground into the gap. Will be just a single. Umaid on strike again, and it's a no ball that is signaled by the umpire, and it's going to be a free hit. That's thumped straight, and that's gone for four to the deep mid wicket boundary. He waited on it, picked his spot up, and dispatched it to the boundary for another four there. Fielder just helplessly see the ball cross the boundary. So this is turning out to be a terrific over for the Scottish Stars. 12 runs already. It's another full delivery that's smashed, and that's dropped. Really unfortunate for the Phantoms there. Slight misjudgment. चौके के पहले नो बॉल नहीं डाला ना. Again, uppishly played into the gap, but will be just a single. And he's bowled him. That's the wicket they were looking for. The scores will be updated on the ticker below. Got a wicket, a breakthrough, a much needed breakthrough, because that partnership was looking dangerous. 42 runs of 19 deliveries between Umaid and Pratik now comes to an end, and Umaid will have to make the long walk back to the dugout after scoring 36 of 21 deliveries. Last over cost them 16 runs. They'll be really glad, putting a little bit of a mini break on scoring of the Scottish Stars, scoring at 9.43 now. Projected scores 186. Okay, a nice healthy total. Charles is the new batsman at the crease. He's taken his guard. Viren Shah tasting success in first ball of the third over that he's bowling. Well, that's nicely played. Wrapped on the pads, flicked away. Good sound of the bat. Straight to the fielder. Gets off the mark. Pratik still batting at the other end, 23 of 12. That's hit high up. Where's that going? That's dropped again. Would have been a second wicket in this over. It wasn't a shot for the slog, but he tried to do that. Lucky for him, survives. 2 runs. Again played upishly, but in a safe zone, looking for two. Sent back by the non-striker. Fifth delivery, Green. Nicely flicked away by Charles into the open area. That's running to the boundary. That will be a boundary. There's no cover on the leg side. That's not the best line to bowl. Nice little gentle flick. Short square leg had to run a lot there, but in vain, as the ball trickles away over the boundary rope for another boundary. So the wickets might fall, but the scoring's not going to stop for the Scottish Stars, making their intentions very, very clear here in the 15th over. 8 runs, in spite of losing that wicket. This one was nicely bowled and a good cheeky run there, completed by Charles to finish the over. And 141 for 4 after 15 overs. The Scottish Stars, after being put into bat, good performances. If you look at the scorecard, Preet is the only batsman in single digits to get out on 3. Himanshu gave a brilliant start, 5 boundaries and a 6 for his 38, followed by Manthan out for by a brilliant stumping by Dishant, and Umaid at number 4 scoring 36, and Pratik currently batting on 26. So it's an overall excellent performance by the Scottish Stars, looking at a big score now as the Podar Phantoms bring their main bowler, Raviraj Shetty, to bowl his fourth over and try to get a wicket here, especially of Pratik. Have to wait and watch what happens. Raviraj to Charles. Bowls a shot, gets the inside edge straight to the keeper. Starts with the dot ball. He's got a third man and a deep point and a long off. Moved at the stumps, tried to defend that. Gets a leading edge safely to the bowler. Another dot ball. This is something that they would want to get. A few dot balls can definitely build up some kind of pressure in the minds of the batters, especially towards these last few overs. Another one bowled short into the gap. There's cover there, and there'll be just a single. Got the bottom edge of his bat there on that occasion, Charles. Now gets Pratik on strike. He's been timing it brilliantly, batting on 26 of 14 with a strike rate of 185. Tried to pull that, just gets a little bit of bat onto his bats there. Would be a single. Ravi Raj again. Bouncer, brilliantly bowled. Dot ball, steaming in, bowling a fast bouncer. Need to give that excellent bowling. And there he is trying to uppercut that, misses it completely. Charles. Oh, that was higher. Straight to the fielder. Quick single taken, good running between the wickets. Pratik and Charles for the Scottish Stars as the over comes to an end. An excellent over. Just the 3 runs from it. 144 for 4. Here's Viren Shah bowling his fourth over. And that's it straight down the ground. Is there a fielder there? And taken. What an excellent catch on the boundary. Just inches away from the boundary rope there. A brilliant catch completed there. Slowish delivery there by Viren Shah. And a good catch taken. Lunges in the air. Lands on a foot. Not much of a celebration there. But he gets his wicket. Viren Shah. Marking his run up again there. Viren Shah already picked a wicket in his boundaries don't stop for Scottish Stars. This one pulled away, not very short for his liking, but he manages to flick that over the square leg fence for another boundary. So he moves into the 30s. Pratik is in again. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Flicked off the pads. Where's that going? Dropped again. Lucky for Pratik. Now they're going to pick 3 to add insult to injury for the bowler. Some great running between the wickets between Pratik and Mayur. Shah. So wide delivery down the leg side. We'll have to pull that again. Another one picked on the leg side. It's in the gap. Two runs taken on that occasion. Standing outside the crease. Over in. Beautiful shot. Cut away. That's gone for four. Nothing stopping that. It was wide and short. He waited on it and cut it beautifully. Almost like a carving knife. That's gone for four. 159 for five after 17. We'll have to wait and watch what would be the last score. 10 runs and over now would take the tally to 189. Some discussion between the think tank there about who should bowl this 18th over. Three more overs to go. Was left alone, assuming that's wide. Umpire says that's okay. This one is going to be called wide. Jay Bharadwaj bowling his first over. That's a beautiful shot. Where's that going? Where's that going? To the gap, couple of runs. Good throw at the keeper, but Pratik makes his ground. So nicely played shot. Was on middle stump. He's improvised that, hit that in the gap, taken a couple of runs. We'd love to clear the rope on that occasion. It was really the ball to launch. Oh, that's high up in the air. And taken. Big wicket falls for the Scottish Stars. As Pratik will have to depart. Jay Bharadwaj gets a wicket in his first over. He's looking to score at a good pace there. There's a wide-ish. He slashes at it. Doesn't get the distance as the ball goes up in the air. An easy catch completed. 6 wickets down now. Scottish Stars as lower order will have to do something here to get a a few wickets. As, Sunil on strike. Tries to cut that play and a miss. Dot ball. It's a good over by Jai Bharadwaj. Just the 3 runs and the wicket from it. Scottish Stars somehow, after scoring a lot of boundaries, seem to lose wickets on regular intervals. That's a beautiful shot by Sunil and excellent fielding effort at long off. He had to run in hard there and a good save by Raviraj Shetty at the boundary. Last ball of the over. Straight on the pads. Appeals for LBW. Are looking for two. They will probably make it. Not so much. Run out. There was no run there. And they've just thrown that wicket away. Really unfortunate there. They just made the single, had a couple of overs to go. Mayur, the captain of the Scottish Stars this time. It's time that this goes the 7th wicket. Look at that. There wasn't any run at all. There's no reason to run there. Absolute suicide. Easy pickings for the keeper as the 7th wicket falls. And the Phantoms doing exactly what they would have planned here to ensure that they get a smaller total and have restricted the Scottish Stars to 164 in 18 overs. There's still a good bat there. Sunil middled a nice shot there in the previous over. Looks like the hope for the Scottish Stars here to finish with a flurry. The last 12 deliveries of the first innings. And this is Jay Samant now, bowling his fourth. Shot tries to pull that away. Just a single, miss it. Gets Aditya on strike. This is the new batsman in. Number 9. For the Scottish Stars. Should probably make the best of this. They take singles of every delivery. Get that occasional 4. Slightly missed time, but a single. Played towards mid-wicket. Will be a couple of runs, comfortable runs for the Scottish Stars. It wants Sunil to keep most of the strike there. Clearly looks like the better bat out of the two. Packed leg side field on the boundary, not allowing the batsman any room for the slog. Nice shot towards square leg. Where's that going? That's gone for 4. Much needed boundary here for the Scottish Stars coming from the bat of Sunil. It's exactly what they need. That raced away. He picked his spot very early and went for it. It's a good shot. 8 runs off the 4 deliveries now for the Scottish Stars. 172 for 7. We're talking about that elusive 180 score. Always is not the easiest to chase, especially if you lose wickets at regular intervals. The Scottish Stars here looking for some brilliance from Sunil. Play and a miss. That's a nicely bowled delivery. Length delivery was there to cut a little too close to his body there. This is going to be the last ball of the 19th over by Jfsc. It's been wicketless. Conceded 32. You'd love to get a wicket off the last delivery. Here is Jay to Sunil. This one's bowled wide, left alone by Sunil. Nice bit of patience from the batsman there. So waiting for his chance. I think he would try to take a single at the moment and keep the strike for the last over. Have to wait and watch what are the options. It'll probably be Jay Bharadwaj will bowl the last over. That's nicely bowled and nicely played there. Uh, nice cut shot. A very Shreyas Iyer kind of shot there. And 1 run to end the 19th. 174 for 7. And he's bowled him. First ball. Jay Bharadwaj goes through the gates of Sunil, who's looking to accelerate there. Unfortunate for him, is looking to play across to a ball that's bowled straight on the stumps, misses it completely. And that's the wicket. This is the side on angle. It made room, but bowler doing his job well there. Dot ball and a wicket as the 8th wicket falls for the Scottish Stars. 174 for 8. Last 5 deliveries now. Shank is the new batsman in. Jay bowling. Oh, inside edge. Very lucky. Didn't go on to the stumps. He's having a dream spell here. Jay Bharadwaj brought into the attack in the 18th over, picking up 2 wickets and conceding just 4. It's been a supreme effort. Definitely one of the contenders for the most economical bowler. It's in the gap, deep cover there. Just a single. Foolish delivery, easily played by the batter. Nice hit on the leg side. Will be just a single. I'm more than happy to give that away. The both are phantoms. Oh, nice shot. Again, straight to the fielder. He's bowling as per his field. Jai Bharadwaj not trying anything different. Sometimes that's the best medicine for maintaining whatever your captain is wanting you to do. There he is. Steps out, play and a miss. Back into the crease. That's going to be a dot ball. And that's the end of the first innings. $178 for 8 is the score as we'll get back to the second innings. Back after the break, and Sunil will be opening the bowling. Puran's taken a single on the first delivery. Tenzing will take strike. It's the non-striker here, chasing 179 runs. Start off with some spin. That's a nice shot. Is that a catch? Goes above the fielder. That's gone for four. First boundary for Tenzing. An excellent shot. A half volley dispatched bravely over the fielder at mid off. And 5 runs on the board already. Slightly short, cut away. Nice fielding. Excellent fielding there. Surely saved 3 runs for his team. Will be single to get off strike. 4 runs on strike again. Flighted. Nicely bowled by Sunil. And watchfully played by Puran. Wideish tries to play a late cut. Misses. And also misses the outside edge. Nicely kept there. Last delivery of the first over by Sunil. Pretty tidy one. After being smashed for four. Another play and a miss. Another one misses the outside edge. So six of the first over for the Podar Phantoms as they're chasing 178 after having won the toss, choosing to field and put the Scottish Stars into bat. They had some nice partnerships in the middle, but no batter could go and score big. Wickets kept falling at regular intervals. And that's exactly what the Scottish Stars want to do here if they would want to defend 178. We'll have to wait and watch what happens. Isaac is the new bowler. He's bowling over the wicket. And the keeper goes back. So there's some fast bowling coming your way. Tenzing Niyogi, captain of the Podar Phantoms. Nicely played. Straight to the fielder. Dot ball. Quite confident in his approach, Tenzing. Well, that's gone through almost. The keeper. Some pace there. But, they didn't run for it. Yeah, there's a bye. Extras there. Full toss ball. Miss hit. Straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Gets the inside edge. That's going to fly for four to the square leg boundary there. Was bowled outside the off stump. Went for a wild swipe. Got the inside edge. Was very lucky. It went through between the stumps. and his bats for four. There's no cover there on the leg side. Really unfortunate for the bowler. That's hit high in the air. Is there someone under it? No, it falls in no man's land, and they manage a couple. Everything's happening in this over. Couple of edges, high catch. That's another attempt to go for a big slog. Dot ball. That's going to be the end of the over. Just 7 runs from it. 13 for no loss. After two, the both are phantoms. Required run rates 9.14. So it's a matter of time before you might see one of the batsmen taking a little bit of a risk to make the best of the power play with a few fielders standing inside the circle. There is a long on. Straight to the bowler. Dot ball. It's an excellent shot that's gone all the way for six. This time he does not miss. Got it in the slot, slightly on middle stump, and flung that away for six. Someone will have to go and fetch that ball now. Nineteen for no loss. Uh, Sunil Punjabi. That's watchfully played. It's a dot ball. Boundary and a six for Tenzing in the first 3 overs. And a miss. That was so close. Caught the inside edge. Straight to the keeper there. Good comeback by Sunil. Couple of dot balls after that six. Flighted, full toss into the gap for four. Easy pickings. Fielder was very wide there, and he just had to hit that in the open space. And that's gone for nice little battle in the middle there between Tenzing and Sunil. as Isaac will come to bowl the fourth. Bowled an excellent first over. Pacey and bullish, nicely fielded. Back to the keeper, single. Gets Tenzing back on strike. Nicely played. Beautiful shot in the slot. Played that uppishly. Over cover for four. Ease. A lot of ease and poise in that shot there. Looks very calm at the crease. Tenzing. Definitely up to something. Wants to play a big innings for his team. Lead from the front. He moves on to 19 of 11 balls. It's short and nicely played late. Good save at the boundary there. Batsman will take an easy single. That's wide down the leg side. Have to bowl that again. Slightly missing his line there, Isaac. Must say he's bowling at some good pace, finding that occasional bounce on the length deliveries. That's flicked away. Another boundary and easy pickings for the batsman. Was on the leg stump. All he had to do is put his bat there. There's no cover there. There's a square leg inside the circle. Power play. Turning out to be an excellent over for the Phantoms. 11 runs off it already. Score moves on to 34. Both the batsmen double digits. Nice cover drive into the gap. There's a big run there and will manage to take just a single. Not running the twos as hard as the Scottish Stars. The opening batsmen from the Phantoms. They don't want to tire themselves out. Okay, another full delivery straight to wicket there. Dot ball to end the over. 35 for no loss. After 4 overs, the required run rates dropped below 9. It's 8.91. Have to see if Sunil will continue to bowl. Doesn't look like it's going to be a change in the bowling. So Mayur comes to bowl, captain of the Scottish Stars, bowling to Puran. Nicely flighted, played late, straight to short third. With dot ball to start. It's another dot ball. First up, and slog swept, and that's gone all the way. It went high up in the air, clearing the outfield. Six to start this excellent over. Started off with a few dot balls. 10 runs already now. That's nicely played. They clearly know what they're doing, Puran and Tenzing. The score moves on to 45 of 5 overs. They're going at 9 runs an over at the moment, and 134 runs required, 15 overs at 8.84. Very confident the batsmen of the Podar Phantoms. That's what we've seen in the first 5 overs. They've dispatched the bad balls for boundaries, taken those easy singles, not risk any runouts or running doubles. So you look at ease at the crease. I think Scottish Stars should now be looking for a wicket and break this partnership. 45 of 30 deliveries. It's been a good one for the Phantoms. Isaac will be bowling his third over. Slightly widish, and that will be buys. That was going away from the bat, and the wicket keeper, after pitching, seemed away. Not easy to pick. There is Isaac, second delivery, and that's nicely played. That'll be a single, straight to the fielder there. Mid wicket. It's a long off on the boundary. Tenson's taking a view of the field of the leg side. And he's bowled him an excellent delivery. That one came in sharply, and he's got the wicket that he was looking for. He's taken the captain's wicket, and a big blow to the Phantoms. They're in the power play as they were cruising along nicely. That one came in sharply. No footwork there, and the batsman paying the price as the stump goes flying outside the ground. First wicket for the Scottish Stars, thanks to this effort by Isaac in his third over. We'll have to pick up more of these wickets. put the brakes on the scoring, try and get the required run rate to double digits. That's where the pressure mounts on the team that's chasing. But will that be the script, or do the Phantoms have something else in mind? Batting brilliantly, mind you. That excellent delivery there that came in sharply by Isaac. Tried to look at having a firm grip on the batsman here. Oh, it's nicely played. First up, straight to the fielder. Was off the mark with a single. That's into the gap. Gets an inside edge. That's going to go for four. Good save. You've run a couple of runs. Jfsc is the new batter. Uran Kshatriya moves to 26, 19 deliveries. He's tried to pull that away. This time it's in the gap, and that's going to go for four. Missing his line on that occasion. Steering on the leg stump. Easy pickings for the batsman as he just gives it direction on the leg side. There's no one there. And that's going to be 4 runs. 54 for 1 to 6. And the Podar Phantoms have had a good power play, scoring at 9 runs and over for the loss of that one wicket. Their captain, Uran, enters his 30s. 20 deliveries, good strike rate, 150. To make some changes to the field there, Captain Mayur. Played late, straight to the fielder, quick single taken. Good running between the wickets between Puran and Jay. What's the new bowler? That one swung in nicely onto the pads. Dot ball. Play and a miss. almost tried to sweep that length delivery. Another dot ball, not easy to pick those up. Some movement happening there. Nicely played into the gap. That's going to be 4 runs straight away. He waited for it. It was a wide-ish delivery. Played that very late. And the gap between short third and backward point breached. Runs for the Phantoms. That's a short ball. Tries to hit that high on the leg side. Is there someone there? Falls in no man's land. Just a single. Everything's happening here. Not many fielders on the leg side, so if you stray anywhere on middle and leg stump, batsman's really going to go after it. Didn't find the distance as much as he would have liked. Jay on strike. That's going down leg. Good running between the wickets. Leg by signal by the umpire. 61 for 1 after 7 with our Phantoms. Require 119 runs in 13 overs. And 18 runs rather. Here comes to bowl. Nice flighted delivery. Play and a miss. Dot ball to start the over. It's the 8th over in progress. Split of the back foot in the gap. Long off will cut it off for a single. We'll be happy to give away the odd single at the moment as far as the boundaries don't come. Another play and a miss. It's nicely bowled. Being slightly outside the off stump there. Bounced a little more than he would have liked. Start ball. This is edged and taken. Another wicket falls down. Excellent bowling by Mayur. And Puran has to walk back to the pavilion after scoring 35 of 25 deliveries. Good comeback by Mayur, getting his team a wicket, a much needed one. He was looking very, very dangerous there, Puran. Two for 2 now in the 8th over. Run rate's gone up to 9.49. Just 1 run in this over. Excellent one so far. Also picked up the wicket. Played late, and that's cut really well. Ball won't make it to the fence, but they will manage a couple of runs. Sandeep Sudeep opening his account for the Phantoms. Last ball of the over. Flighted and defensively played as there's nobody inside the circle on the leg side. 65 for 2 after 8 overs. Both our Phantoms require 114 runs in 12 overs. Have 8 wickets in hand. A couple of overs till the innings break. All nicely bowled and excellent effort there. Low full toss and well fielded on the boundary. Are they going to look for two? Yes, they do. Comfortable two. Nicely played for a single again. Play and a miss. Just misses the stones. Was dangerously close. Also standing outside the crease. Rocks back. Probably tries to punch him hard. Another defensive shot for a single. Just 3 runs of this over. Cut away. Slack misfield. They're going to look for two. They do. Another couple of runs. So 71 for 2 after 9 as Pratik coming to bowl the 10th over. Short ball pulled away into the boundary for 4. What an excellent shot that is. You waited for that. And easy pickings. Excellent shot. There's nobody there on the deep mid wicket boundary. And he had a lot of time. Chance for the fielder. This is slightly wideish and it's called wide. Play and a miss. Dot ball this time. It's played off the back foot. Straight to the fielder will be a single. More than happy to pick that up. 54 in at the end of the 6th over. Single again. Oh, that spun in sharply. Yes, no, yes, no. Finally, yes, after bowler misses out on stopping that. Last delivery of the over. It's pulled away. Straight to long on. Just a single. 80 for 2 after 10 as the players take drinks. We'll be back after the drinks break. Back after the break. 99 required of 10 overs. This is going to be an exciting finish. Sudeep and Jay both batting on 10 runs. Flighted ball played late, straight to the fielder. Dot ball. Was very close to the stumps to cut. Batsman managing that but not getting the gap on this occasion. Flighted and short and pulled away straight to the fielder. Just a single for Sudeep. Phantoms need to build a nice partnership here. They would want to chase this. That's hit straight to the bowler, hits his hand, and there's a fielder there. Good effort by Long Gone. Almost a catch there. Smash straight to the bowler. Reflex catch, really. Umpire had to duck. Oh, nice paddle played. There's it's gone to no man's land. Doesn't have enough bat on it. It'll manage. It's good running between the wickets. Managed to run three of that last delivery, so just 5 runs conceded so far. Play and a miss. Dot ball. 94 runs required of 9.1 overs. We'll want Jay and Sudeep to continue as much as possible. This is hit straight down the ground. Not enough bat on it. There's a fielder there. Cut it off for a single. Just the 6 runs from it. 85 for 2 after 11. That was slightly short and targeted at leg stump. Really tried to pull that. Hit a hard shot. Missing out on that opportunity there. Pratik into his second over. Another play and a miss. This one's way outside off stump. Had the width and looks like he's trying to power them more than he would like to time them. Place them in the gaps. 2 dot balls to start the over. Pressure mounting as the required run rate goes upwards of 10. Flighted delivery. It's straight to long off for a single. That's Sudeep on strike. This one shot and pulled away, but straight to the fielder. Bowler's bowling as per his field at the moment. And the runs have really dried out. 54 they were at the end of 6. Managed just around 33 runs in the last 5 overs. This is flighted. And there's was a big heave, but that goes straight to long on for a single. They would be more than happy to give away the singles at the moment. That one will be wide. Last delivery of the over. No full toss. Set in the gap now, straight to the fielder, deep mid wicket. Just a single to end the over. 91 for 2 after 12. 88 runs required now, exactly 11 runs and over needed. So they would want to look at a couple of boundaries every over, especially for the bad ones, and they should get to their total if they are successful to do that. Another feature of the batting that we've seen here for the Phantoms is they didn't take many of those doubles that were there on the card. This is a big, big shot by Sudeep. I think that's gone all the way. Yes, it is. Confidently played. That was in the slot by Mayur, and he's picked that up for a big six. Look at the replay. Just a nice, juicy, flighted one. And big six. He's played that late, looking for two. There's nobody there. Keeper running behind it. Will manage 2 runs. There's no fielder on the leg side. So 8 runs off the 2 deliveries of Mayur, who's bowling his fourth over. Another one, full toss down the leg side, paddled away for 4 runs. Smart batting here by Sudeep. He cruises on to 28. Good batting there, you can see that. Straying down leg, all he had to do was show it the direction. And there it goes for 4 runs. 12 runs off 3 deliveries. This over being very, very expensive. Now there's a fielder there on the leg side. Steps out, plays it down the ground, straight to the fielder. Good fielding. Pick up and throw will be a single as Jfsc takes strike. It's been the quieter one out of these two. That's uppishly played and a single to the batter. 105. One more delivery to go. Sudeep looking to capitalize on Mayur's bowling. He's pulled that away. One bounce and straight to the fielder. Couldn't find the gap on that occasion. He knows what he's trying to do. 73 runs needed. Previous over was a good one. More than 11 runs required, so the required run rate's dropped a little bit around the 10.5 mark. As Pratik comes to bowl his third, steps out. Sudeep into the gap. That's gone for 4. That's a nice shot. I don't know if he intended that to go there, but wideish ball slashed at it. Looks in that direction. And that's gone for four. Much needed boundary coming off the first delivery. Always good for the batsman. Another step out and mistumping as the keeper standing a yard or two behind the stumps. It's a good opportunity there as the batsman was clearly beaten. Late cut, nicely played. Yes, all the shots in the book there, Sudeep. Nice save at the boundary, all. And manage a couple of runs. Cut away. That's going to be four again. An excellent shot by Sudeep. He's capitalizing on wide-ish deliveries and the ones that are making these runs count. He stepped out when required. Playing quite bravely there, Sudeep. Races on to 40 of 22 deliveries. Low full toss into the gap. Another boundary. What an over this is turning out to be. 14 runs already of 5 deliveries. This one was a juicy full toss taken on the full and a nice clean straight bat presented for a boundary through cover. There's a man on the point boundary, nobody at cover. He'll look to capitalize on this now. Yes, that's nice. Nicely played late. They're looking for two. No, that's going to be just a single. 121 for two now of 14 overs. 58 runs required of 6 overs. The run rate has dropped from 11 to 10 and a half, and now it's just about 9.67 required. This is a good partnership between these two. Vinod, welcome to the bowling crease by a big six. Slightly short, and he's made room to whack that over mid wicket for a six. Last 3 overs, they've looked very aggressive and have tried to get the boundary and have been successful. That's some excellent batting there by Sudeep. 50 runs for him, 51 of 25 deliveries. Just what the Phantoms want. That's played late again. Ball steering down leg stump. There's no fielder there behind square. So he manages to take a couple. Terrific batting here by Sudeep. He's really got the Podar Phantoms well within the game. Keeper comes up for Vinod. It runs off two deliveries already. This is another foolish delivery on the leg side, and that's gone for a big, big six by Sudeep. Some brilliant batting on display here, making room almost like a helicopter shot. Slightly better one in technique than the helicopter shot, I must say. 59. What a hero's innings this is turning out to be from Sudeep. 44 required now, 5.3 overs, and he's reduced the gap between balls and runs required to just 11. 8 runs required, nothing special needed now. Doesn't look like he wants to stop. That's nicely played. A good delivery, shown respect by the batter. Really done the hard work here. On 12, 13 runs off each over. This over is already a good one. 14 runs off it of 4 deliveries. Played this late, straight to the fielder, quick single. Uh, Gets Jay on strike, who's had the best seat in on the ground, watching Sudeep smack a few off over the park. That's flicked away. Are they going to look for two? No, that's going to be just a single. 137 for two. 42 runs required of 5 overs now. This is going to be a good contest now as Isaac comes to bowl his fourth over. Has been the pick of the bowlers, notching up some good pace. Been slightly on the expensive side, 26 for 1. But he got the first wicket for his team. Can he do it again? It's a nice little partnership between Jay and Sudeep. 137 for 2, 42 runs required of 5 overs. Tries to pull that and manages to take a single and get Sudeep on strike. It's going to be a good contest between Isaac and Sudeep. They want to get back into the match. They will want to take this wicket and break this partnership. Just tried to play that on the leg side. Very cheeky and dot ball. Another play and a miss. Pressure mounting. This one's going down leg, but a dot ball nonetheless. Turning out to be a very good over from Isaac. Almost appeal for that. Umpire wouldn't look at it. 38 for 2 now. Steps out, plays it to cover. There's some protection there for the fielding side. Gets Jay on strike for the last delivery. Just 2 runs of this over. And he flings that straight over the boundary. Oh no, that's a great save there. Didn't see that. Almost thought that was a six. It's almost a wicket, but I think the effort on the boundary was excellent. Just a single to end the over. 140 for 2. क्या पका रहा है? Now, 39 runs required of 4 overs, almost 10 runs an over as Sunil comes back to bowl. Slightly short ball, tapped around straight to long off for a single. Gets the man in form, Sudeep on strike. Last over has been a little bit of an eye opener, scoring enough runs. And that's a brilliant shot straight over the bowler's head for a six. Sudeep up to the task. And Sunil helping that cause by bowling something right in the slot. And that's gone a long, long way for six. What a way to release the pressure. He stepped out a lot, literally walking down the crease, knowing where the bowler's gonna bowl. And six it goes for. You have to fetch the ball now. They have to try and strategize and see what is possible. Because at the moment, the way Sudeep's going is taking the match away from the fielding side. Again, steps out, watchfully played, nicely bowled. It's like misfield. Are they going to look for two? Yes, they do. It's not good for the Stars. Sudeep keeps strike. Not going to be easy with him batting so freely. Well, that one stayed low and it didn't bounce as much, but still manages to take that single. That's two deliveries. Steps out Jay Samant. What a smash down the ground. And that's gone for four. Again, a flighted delivery by Sunil proving fatal for the Stars as the batsman finding it easy to walk down on the pitch and smack the bowler over his head for a boundary. Second boundary of the over. 14 runs coming already of this excellent over. That's a play and a miss. And there's almost a run out. No. Lucky there. Ends with a dot ball. 25 runs required now of 3 overs. Vinod will be bowling to Sudeep. Walks down the crease, plays a low full toss straight to long on for a single. Just have to be there on the crease to make sure they go over the line. 8 wickets in hand. Steps out, Jaisamant. What a smash that is, but straight to the fielder. That's going to be a single. Both the batsmen making their intentions very, very clear at the moment. They don't want to waste time. They don't want the match to go to the last over. Play and a miss, and missed keeping opportunity as well. Oh, that was nicely bowled. That ball went away from him. It was like a slow lecture. Good bowling by Vinod, getting a dot ball at this time. Foolish delivery, driven nicely, and a couple of runs for Sudeep. 21 required now of 14 deliveries. I don't know what's the hold up there. Batter to square leg. Back to the match. Vinod to Sudeep. There'll be an easy single behind the stumps. Last ball of Vinod's spell. 33 conceded, no wickets. Jaisamant steps, and that's gone straight down the ground. Good fielding effort there. There's a fielder very, very straight for that shot. Played a lot of shots over the bowler's head by stepping out, and the Scottish Stars have kept some protection there. Match nicely poised. 19 runs required of 2 overs, and really anybody's game at the moment. A wicket here and there can turn everything into the favor of the Scottish Stars. If not, these two looking very, very dangerous for the Podar Phantoms. Exciting times, a lot of chats in the middle. Keeper talking to the shot square leg. The bowler will probably be Sunil to bowl his fourth. Just had a small chat with his captain there. And a change in bat. Sunil to Jay. And that's flung away. Where's that going? Where's that going? And that's dropped, and that's gone for four. Oh, that was a good effort by the bowler. He did everything he could, but that ball went way high up in the sky, only to be dropped by the fielder at deep mid wicket. And to add insult to injury, that's also gone for four. Oh, oh, that would really not sink in well. This one's played straight down the ground for a single as Sudeep comes on strike. 15 runs required, 14 required of 10 deliveries. Short ball and couldn't middle that, got that very high on the bat. Sudeep single to rotate the strike, gets Jay Samant back on strike. Steps out again, smashes it. Where does he smash it? That's gone for four. That was too wide for long off, and a much needed boundary there. I think their formula to play Sunil is to step out and take the ball on the full and find the gap. Oh, miss hit. That's nicely bowled by Sunil. It will be just a single. Last ball of the 19th. And that's played straight to shot fine as he keeps the strike. It's just. And he's given him. Oh, he was a little lazy there, Jay. Or Sudeep. And. Well, that's a tame end. There'll be new batter at the crease for the last over. What's happening here? So, last over and 8 runs required. New batsman at the crease. It's Ravi Raj Shetty. He's done his bit with the ball for his team. Needs a couple of big ones. There's Pratik to bowl the last over. We thought this match going down to the wire. It has. It's a new batsman at the crease and 8 required. Oh, and he's flung that. Where's that going? One bounce and to the fielder. He does his job well without wasting any deliveries. Takes a single and gets Jay Samant on strike. 7 needed of 5. It's anybody's game now. Wicket here and there can tilt the favor for the Stars, and Phantoms are one big hit away from sealing the deal. Jaysaman steps out, and it's a big one out of the ground. That's how you do it. Clinical finish. 1 run required. Big six. Very confident stepping out, taking the ball on the full, and converting that into a big, big six over long on. Just 1 run required now. Scores are level. Good chase by Odar Phantoms on the cards. Oh, he's left that alone. Kind of an anticlimax. Wouldn't expect a batsman to do that. It just shows the kind of confidence he's carrying. 1 run required of 3 deliveries. And he just tapped it around for a single. The field stayed on the edge, and Podar Phantoms have completed this chase with ease. They didn't look under pressure one bit. The third wicket partnership was the best between Sudeep and Jay Samant, as the Podar Phantoms win by 7 wickets. Handshakes all around. It's been an excellent Saturday of late afternoon cricket, and the boys will cozy up now, probably watch this match highlights again on YouTube. Exciting game here. Jfsc Dads League 25-26, promising to be a cracker. This match was a cracker. And we'll be back again for some more excitement, as presentation will be on in some time. This is Salil from the commentary team signing off. Thank you and good night.